Hello, Watertown. I'm Matt McCarthy with Watertown Public Schools, and I'm coming to you from the beautiful new podcast studio here at WCATV. I mean, look at this place. This place is awesome. I'm here today with Superintendent Dee Dee Galdston. Hi, Dee Dee. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
So what we want to do is we want to just take the next 10 minutes or so and just talk about everything that's going on in Watertown Public Schools because it's a busy time of year. We've got February vacation coming up, and there's a lot that we want people to be aware of, and we want, members of our community to be aware of, members of the Watertown community. So let's just dive right into it. Communication. This is a communication tool that we have here. Watertown Public Schools just launched a brand new communications platform called Parent Square.
Yes.
What do families need to know about it, and why is it important for them to sign up?
Excellent. So we are very excited about Parent Square. In essence, the easiest way to think about it is everything that we used to do in the past, plus a whole lot more. Otherwise known as, say, for example, I contemplated calling a snow day today. In the past, you would have gotten a robocall and an email that said that schools were canceled. But with our new platform, what we're able to do is send a text message, send a robocall, send an email, post it on our website, put it on our socials, do everything all in one so that communication is efficient and definitely concise. So I think that this way we will be able to hit everybody and not have to worry about missing any families about important information. But more importantly, with that additional texting functions and the way that we post information, it's actually easily translated into 130 different languages. So any family who creates their accounts can set their language preferences to whatever language it is that they speak, so that they're going to get those communications in a very, certainly in the language that they choose. That's one of the other big advantages. For families, if they do sign up for an account, that then gives them pretty much like closed access to their children's classes.
Mhm.
So a teacher would have a list of all the people that are in their classes, so they can send out direct communications, newsletters, a quick text message, just to inform families if there's something that they need to know. We're going to start branching out and doing more with Parent Square in the coming months. Say, for example, signing up for conferences. There's many, many different things that we can do with Parent Square. We've actually just launched the first permission slip. So, for example, a trip that's going to the Model UN, families were given the permission slip online, able to fill it out, really easy, and send reminders, et cetera. So we're going to try to maximize everything we can with the product and make sure that we are just amplifying our communication.
So for folks who haven't signed up yet,
Mm-hmm.
it's an app, right? I
Yep.
mean, it's a web portal. Think of it like a social media platform on the web. Maybe that's a good way to describe it. If folks haven't signed up, how would you best describe it?
I think it's choose how you want your communication.
Yeah.
So, if you're an app person, then you can download the app on your phone and use it just like any app that you would have. If you are somebody who likes to be on the computer, then you can enter through a computer portal. So I think the idea is you choose your own preference as to how you want to receive your information. And one of the other interesting things that it does too is it creates digests. So, you might get a couple of emails a day from schools, but now you can say, I just want my information at 6 p.m. So you'll get a nice little ding that you have a few new things to see, and they're all together. So I think that's another really, really good thing for parents.
Yeah, it's a cool app. It's a cool portal. It's a cool experience.
Mhm.
Information to sign up was emailed to parents. If you can't find that email, you can find that information on the Watertown Public Schools website. You can contact a member of your school community. You can find it on our social media platforms. There are plenty of places to find Parent Square and learn how to sign up.
Yep.
And of course, anybody from the school department will be happy to walk you through that. Speaking of people in the school department, there is a big opening.
Yeah.
The middle school principal job will be open. I know that the process is going on right now to find the next principal of Watertown Middle School. What does the community need to know about this search?
That it's very thorough, that we got, as we say, out of the gate early. We had a very deep pool of candidates that applied to be the principal, and for very good reasons. I'm not sure who wouldn't want to be the principal of Watertown Middle School. And so currently what's happening is we have a 15-person screening committee. Nothing intimidating about that. And that committee is comprised of teachers and administrators and parents and a school committee member and a student, which I think is hugely important to have student voice in the process. So yesterday they started interviews and they interviewed 4 people yesterday. And right now, as we speak, they are in their second round of interviews with another 5 people. And then tomorrow they will choose who it is that they want to move forward as finalists. We're going to hit the ground running next week. We will start interviewing those finalists on Monday. And there'll be plenty of opportunities either in person or on Zoom for community members, parents, et cetera, to interact with the candidates and really get to know them and provide feedback as well. So that's kind of the next big step for community. But like I said, just amazingly excited and hoping to announce before February 14th.
And we're hoping that in a few years they'll be in a new school building.
That is
What's
correct.
what's the latest on the middle school developments? Obviously, I know the high school is in construction as we speak.
Yep.
Across the street. What do folks need to know about the plans for Watertown Middle School and the Building for the Future initiative, where it stands right now?
Sure. As you said, it's a very busy time. So in addition to people interviewing candidates to be the middle school principal, tonight the school building committee is meeting to interview architects. So at this point, what we're doing is in the selection process to find somebody, an architectural firm, who is going to really complete a feasibility study. And what that means is they're going to look at every possibility. They're going to examine the building as it stands right now and think very creatively about what can we do with our Watertown Middle School. And over the next several months, there'll be opportunities for community visioning where people will have a say as to what they might want to see in their middle school coming up. They'll be doing many different iterations and presenting them to the school building committee, who hopefully, by the end of the spring will be able to make a firm decision as to what the future of the middle school will be. I cannot share with you any information about when or what that's going to look like or anything, because that's what a feasibility study is all about. So once that's done, then we'll be really clear about what this is going to look like.
What are the types of things that a feasibility study looks into when it comes to a project of this scope?
Yep. So there's the technical side and then there's the adaptive side. So the technical side, is determining, what if we were to use the existing lot, what will fit there, what needs to come down, what needs to, or what could stay. So they'll be digging deep into, the building to figure out, what are the options that are presented right now. I think that's the, not the easier part, but it is, that's just drawing. I mean, not to minimize the efforts
Sure.
of the architects, but I think the bigger, more important piece is the visioning. So really what they need to do, the architects that are picked, is to listen to what the community wants out of their middle school. So do we want to continue with clusters? Do we want to incorporate our specials within the cluster areas? Do we want to, have a different type of approach for a service delivery? I mean, there's all these things that are educationally important that they have to consider as well. So before they even start coming up with conceptual designs, they got to hear what it is that we want for our middle school.
So certainly more to come on that.
Oh, yes.
But the high school, I mean, that is, you want to talk about tangible.
Yeah.
That's really coming along. I heard 60% complete
Yes.
roughly the other night.
Yep. Yes. Again, very busy day today. I did take a little walk through the school, and it is coming right along. We have walls, we have some paint up, we have windows done, we are starting to see the railing go up. It's remarkable just what they've accomplished and just very exciting. So on track to finish, fully complete March the 1st with 6 weeks to get ready to move, with that target time of April of 26 for moving into the new building. But
Wow. I mean, it's less than, you think
it's about a year.
just about a year
Yeah.
away from now, which
Yep.
is crazy. So a big year coming up for Watertown High School, more to come on the middle school. Speaking of Watertown High School, just an incredible honor for head coach Eileen
Yes.
Donahue of Watertown Field Hockey, the National Coach of the Year for field hockey, as awarded by the National Federation of State High School Associations. This is just an unbelievable accomplishment for an unbelievable coach.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, there's probably, I'm just rough estimating, 10,000 field hockey coaches
Something
in
like
the
that.
country. I mean, that's probably an underestimate. And here we have the number one. If I could use the word GOAT, I would do that. But
You can use
certainly
it.
I'm going to use it because I don't think there's anybody quite like Eileen Donahue. If you ask her players, for the last 3 decades, they would agree that there's something very special about what she does, and she deserved the accolades, and we are just so fortunate to have her here.
Yeah, we certainly are. Upcoming in the next few weeks, I believe it's actually next week, an important survey is going to go
Oh
out
yes.
to members of the Watertown school community. This is the annual 5 Essentials survey.
Mhm.
What do folks need to know about this, and why is it particularly important for people to take the time to do this?
It is our annual survey that really gets at culture and climate. And so, every teacher, every instructional assistant, all of our students in grades 4 through 12 will be partaking in the survey. It really gets to what's working, what could we be improving upon, across what they call the 5 essentials, which is what is considered to be important for school change. And so for parents, having the opportunity to provide their voice as well is essential in the 5 essentials. So parents will receive an email and with very explicit instructions on how to fill it out, and we'll have a month to do it. So we'll open it up on February 4th and close it on March the 7th.
All right, so keep an eye out for that. That'll be sent out to parents via email. We'll be posting it
Yep.
certainly on social media as well. You also recently sent a letter to the school
Mhm.
community about the ongoing discussion around immigration. Obviously, this is a macro discussion
Yeah.
going on across the country. Watertown certainly was not alone in sending out communication.
Mhm.
Many school districts in Massachusetts have sent out similar letters. What did this letter entail, and what is it that you want to convey to the community about the role of Watertown Public Schools?
Yep. So, I think at the essence, any child has a constitutional right to receive an education if they are living within the United States. And Massachusetts takes that very seriously. And so I think that the most important message for, families in the community is if you reside in Watertown and you're of school age, you will come to our schools if you so choose. And we will never ask for any kind of documentation about your immigration status. That is not our role. Our role is to register you and have you go to school. And while you're in school, the other big important message is, we are here to provide a safe and, free from distraction environment. I know there's a lot of stuff going on in the world, but when our students enter the door to the time that they leave, they are safe within our schools. So we are not going to allow people to come in and approach our children, even approach our staff. The message is very clear. If anybody tries to do that, then they need to come see me, and we'll go from there. But so the big message is, you're safe in our schools in Watertown. The other thing that, in terms of the letter that I sent, I was very struck at the Unity Breakfast, which was held last Monday, by the strength of our students, by their voice, by our community coming together, and really the principles of Martin Luther King Jr. And it hit me at that moment just how important it is to make sure that we create the beloved community. And so I think that that's equally important, is just making sure people know that everybody belongs. Everybody is part of our great community, and that's the message I wanted to send.
We have winter break coming up.
Yeah.
Not winter break, February
But
break.
a break
It's a
in the
break
winter.
coming up in the winter. It feels like winter. Fingers crossed.
Yes.
Stuff like that. Winter, you start thinking about weather, snow. We're not even going to mention it.
No.
What are you looking forward to most over the course of the next month or two? I mean, there's so many the winter sports. You've got musical performances. It's just a busy time.
Yeah, we consider this as like the roller coaster. We're kind of climbing up the hill, but we're going to go down the hill pretty fast, and it's very exciting. But yes, we're heading towards the end of the winter sports season. The prospects are looking good that many of our teams will be in the tournament. We do have our musicals coming up, and so I think this is, and not to mention Bandorama and String Spectacular and everything. That's all in March, but we're gearing up for that now. So I just think the highlight is it's every month is really thinking about the successes of our students and their demonstrations of their talent and their passion and their opportunities.
If folks need to get in touch with you, what's the best way to do it?
I am available via phone, via email, via you name it. Knock on my door. Whatever works. I'm here for our families and our parents and our students and whoever. So whatever way you can get a hold of me, I am more than happy to be there for you.
And as always, you can follow Watertown Public Schools on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter X. You can check out the brand new Watertown Public Schools website, which
Yeah.
everybody is very, very happy about. Which is watertown.k12.ma.us. Dee Dee, it's been enjoyable. We hope Watertown Cable News gets to bring us back next month, and we're looking forward to it.
Excellent. Yes. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity.
It's a beautiful space. You want to check this out here at Watertown Cable News. It's tremendous. It's open to the public, and folks certainly have an opportunity to take advantage of this space the way that we did. We'll talk to you next month, Dee Dee. See ya.